Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to have some Division 13 online ranked gameplay in the lightweight division using the former lightweight champion Charles the Bronx Oliveira. Now, Charles Oliveira has one of the best title reigns of all time, one of the most entertaining, that's for sure, especially at lightweight, and he was just so fun to watch, and I can't wait to see if he does bounce back versus Dariush. But we are going up against Islam Makhachev, the guy that obviously beat him in real life, the unstoppable force, both in real life and on the game. He's so hard to beat. I mean, coming up against Islam is virtually impossible because the way they've given him his stats, he's nothing short of broken. But nevertheless, if there's anyone that could do it, is Charles Oliveira. And you can see here we're coming up against an opponent that's beat me before. Now, this opponent right here is very respectful, and he actually is a subscriber, and he messaged me during the game to let me know that, you know, he just showing his appreciation. I appreciate him for doing that. We even ended up running one back after this as well, which he ended up beating me, and so he's a very good player, very high level. I know this, I've fought him before, so as you can see coming into this, he's already got a win over me. And shout out to Ghost Assassin if you are watching the video. I really appreciate the support, and if any of you guys do run into me on ranked, let me know, drop me a message, and often or not, if it ends up being a good fight, I'll always want to do a rematch and get some work in, get some good sparring in. Not too worried about the results of things as long as we're both improving and having a good fight. But I can tell by the title of this video, a lot of you are going to be confused and probably think this is clickbait. However, it is not, and even my opponent was confused in the end, because the animation and the end of it showed him as winning, and then we ended up getting the decision. And now obviously I'm telling you the result straight away, it's in the title of the video, but it is very good gameplay, so I would stick around to watch. So you can see that, of course, he's using his lamb, he's got me to the ground, and that's exactly where I want to be. I have absolutely no problem with being on my back, and then obviously reversing the position using rubber guard. We go straight to side control, and we're going to begin doing work here. And everyone knows that once I get into side control, I'm going to look to whittle away using my elbows and really take away those health stats, because Islam is such a tough opponent to deal with. So if I can drain away that head health, drain away his stamina as well, make things easy in the long run, because I know that I can control him here in this position. It's about inflicting the right amount of damage and getting the necessary deniers, and I'm just going to try mix it up as much as possible. You see there I had the stamina advantage, so I chose to posture up and get the easy pass into side control. And once in side control again, going to begin denying, keep patient, and see if we can end the round on top with a lot of control time. And then as soon as his stamina is low enough, look to get a submission finish, because the problem is with Islam is that his stats are so good that if you go for a submission half-hearted when you've not really got the best chance of locking in, especially against a skilled opponent, then you're going to be in real danger of, you know, getting that submission defended and then ended up in a worse position when you could actually look for position over submission and inflict damage where possible. Because you can see here that I am inflicting damage, I'm whittling away these elbows, and you can tell that I'm against a high level player, because look how calm Ghost Assassin is being in this position. A lot of people would panic, try to just instantly get out, get denied, panic again, lose stamina, and then you can see, look, he's making the right moves, denying the right transitions. But I'm just going to keep it mixing, and I love this transition here, and get his back from here. 15 seconds left of this round. Just been a very dominant round, to be honest with you. Going to end the round on top, and this is how I like to use Charles. I mean, I only really shoot for takedowns when his chin's gone, because if he does get cracked, it does become a bit of a problem. And you can see respect shown in there in between the rounds. But very good round one. You can see full stamina going into this, but Islam, again, just with how good his stats are, also got pretty much 95% of his stamina coming into round two, where I feel like as if I had a different fighter there on the ground, they probably would be a little less coming into this here. But nevertheless, gonna make it work, do that jump in switch kick there to the body, go for the takedown here, and we end up getting it. So beautiful takedown. I love the cage takedowns. I mean, I've always said in my videos, I think they're the better ones to go for. And yeah, we ended up getting a takedown. And yeah, so ended up shooting for the takedown after catching the kick, which again, like I said, I don't really shoot with Charles unless the opportunity obviously presents itself, or my chin health is very low. So opportunity presented itself by catching the roundhouse, walked him to the fence, get the takedown. I'm just going to be very patient here. So my thought process here is he wants to get to full guard. That's the full process. He knows I want to get to side control, so I faked the arm triangle once, I believe, and then ended up going straight to top mount. From top mount, I do not feel as comfortable with side control, so I'd rather go into side control, which is why you see me transition back into side control. And a lot of people may be confused by this, because obviously top mount is theoretically probably the most dominant position in real life. Once you get that position, it's very hard to get someone off you. But on the game, obviously, with the transitions, I feel like it is hard to deny unless you're, reading that grapple meter, which a lot of people do. So I'd rather just move straight into side control, where I feel more dominant and I've got a bigger likelihood of maintaining that position and inflicting damage. And as you can see, throughout this whole process, we've done a really good job of just mixing up how we're moving, mixing up when we're throwing the elbows, mixing up when I'm looking for certain transitions. And credit to Ghost Assassin, because he stayed in the fight so far. You can see Getty's back again, and from here obviously Charles is very dangerous. He's got the armbar that I absolutely love, and he's got the rear naked choke. Obviously you guys know that I'm not too fond of using the rear naked choke just because of how strong it is. I mean, I will use it from time to time, but where possible I won't. And here you can see that my stamina was lower than his, so I stopped throwing because I didn't want to get reversed and get the fight back onto the feet. Because right now I'm feeling very, very good on the ground, doing a very, very good job. And he works his way back up to the feet, and we're going to just drag him straight back down. So two very, very dominant rounds. I mean, I think you could probably argue that maybe, I don't know, it depends how you score it. You could even argue that they're potentially 10-8 rounds. I'd say, yeah, there's an argument there for that, because Islam, of course, hasn't done much. I think when you look at the stats, Islam actually threw more significant strikes, which is crazy, because those elbows should definitely be counted as significant. However, obviously, that's just not the way the game works. But while the rest of this round plays out, I just want to say absolutely huge thank you for all the support on the videos and the channel as of lately. I really appreciate all you guys, growing at a very good rate, and I'm really liking that we're building our own little community, getting a lot of comments on the videos, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the content. And once again, if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the video watching, don't forget to leave a like. And yeah, like I said, subscribe for more UFC 4 content. I try to post weekly. But yeah, huge thank you for all the support. So coming into round 3, and this again is, I think, my problem with Islam. Everyone knows that Islam's a little bit broken. I mean, his boxing stats are really good. When I'm not saying he's not the best boxer in real life, but he's not. He shouldn't have the stats he has. And that was a beautiful roundhouse, beautiful overhand there that landed. But look at his stamina. I mean, after getting those transitions denied so many times, whittling away at those elbows, yeah, his head health's a bit lower, but whenever on the feet I can feel a distinct power advantage with Islam, even though Charles is obviously the better striker. Well, I say obviously, that could probably be debated, but yeah, Islam did drop him in real life, so it's not to say that Islam doesn't have power, but unfortunately, I know Charles doesn't have the best head health. It is easy to get knocked. So when I am getting pressured like this, and I know that my opponent obviously knows that he's down 2 rounds to 1 and really needs the win here, clinch up, take him to the fence, take his back. And here I should not have done that. I was just, because it's Charles, I thought, oh, let me jump on his back. What I should have done is dragged him straight back onto the canvas and looked to do what I did in round 1 and 2. But instead, look, I tried to do something Charles-like and take the back, and I ended up getting the takedown denied, and now we're staying on the feet. But you can see, it's not like I'm not having success on the feet. We are exchanging. It's just right now I can feel there's a difference in level of pressure, and I don't feel as comfortable striking with Charles. So again, shoot for the takedown here. Ghost Assassin does a good job of denying, and this is one thing where I'm saying that this is how you can tell it's a high level player, because I got that takedown earlier on in the fight, denies it this time. So something that he took a mental note of, goes to the knee, to the elbow there, and yeah, so he done a good job there denying the transition. You can see that now both our staminas have fallen a bit more. It is the 3rd round, and also because I'm forcing these grappling exchanges, which are forcing deniers, it's creating more workload for us. And I throw a switch kick there, and not in the best of range, and you can see he doesn't opt to jump on top, rotate away. He rotates away, so it's very, very good work from him, and he's mixing up to the body really well, which is very good from him. Flying knee there, I just done that to offset. Then I go for the jumping one to the jumping front kick to the face, which he avoids, has no stamina, and ends up rocking me. So right now this is a firefight, and I shoot for the takedown here, Shouldn't have done. And I'm adamant I denied that judo throw, and I'm adamant I denied this submission attempt. However, it was great work, is exactly what I would have done in this situation. And I knew straight away with Islam's stats, me having no stamina, this is going to be virtually impossible to get out of, even though Charles has good submission defense. I knew from the get-go. Now, here's what I did. I looked at the clock and I thought, as long as I can drag this out, I'm going to beat the buzzer, and it's going to be very, very tight, but I can beat it. Now, I want all you guys to listen very, very carefully. I don't know if we'll play through in the audio, but as you can see, there's 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. The bell actually went. Okay, so the bell went just before Charles ended up tapping, so the fight was over. Now here, you can see Islam celebrating, so I was a bit confused, and not only was I confused, my opponent was confused because he messaged me after thinking he had the win until I told him, like, oh, by the way, that was actually my win. And you can see here, so it goes to the official decision. I skipped it. I knew that obviously if it goes to decision, I won, and you can see there I ended up winning. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen that before. If you have, let me know in the comments below, because that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So it showed Islam celebrating, it showed me tapping, but obviously I got the win because it was before the buzzer. But yeah, goes to show you, against these elite level guys, you can't take any chances. So shout out to my opponent, Ghost Assassin. Really appreciate that game. That was phenomenal, and the game after that as well. So shout out to you. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more UFC 4 content, and I'll see you next time. Peace.